I was put on earth to be a mother.
My life now is all for the kids.
You are a nanosecond away from a catastrophe.
I don't like that it's being portrayed that I'm a bad mom.
Can you risk Gail from money, 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 money?
Money, 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 money.
My name is Lisa. I'm 25 years old and currently on maternity leave.
My name is Sean. I'm 28 years old, and I work as a shipper-receiver in a logistics warehouse. When I met Lisa, Liam was 1.5. He's now 6, so I've been taking care of him ever since then.
I think the problem started when we moved in together. We kind of rushed it.
We weren't planning for Hayden. We did plan for Benjamin.
I was on the 2 back-to-back maternity leaves, and I think that was really the last kind of push over the cliff.
I work 7 to 7 every night. Really, my sleeping time is the children's nap time and when Liam goes to school. Lisa's spending weaknesses to kids, for sure.
I think I have an issue because, you know, I can get mad at him for wanting to spend $20, but I'll go tanning twice a week.
Liam's had a pretty difficult life for a 6-year-old. His mother and his father were split up when he was born.
If we bought this, I wouldn't have to use Caden's.
I do spoil him.
This is only $7.99.
Okay. I just try to give him a little bit extra or show him a little bit more just so that he doesn't feel like he's not part of the family.
This is my couch, my TV. This is my space.
When I moved down here, I gave up everything I had to move in with Sean. It is very, very hard being so far from my family and my friends. It would be nice to get out and meet some new people.
Lisa is the one that takes care of most of the finances.
I worry constantly about where money's coming from. There's quite a bit of conflict.
So I make money, but I can't spend
Pretty
the money
much,
I make.
not on stupid things like that. You don't need to go
So you
spend
know
money.
what? You can handle all the money. I don't care.
Was I unhappy about that? No.
I think my kids are missing out on what life should be like for them.
We don't have the kind of home that the boys need.
I want to be able to afford to put them in organized sports. I wish they had more. Yeah, I do.
I was put on earth to be a mother. I don't feel done. I have to try for a girl.
This month, I'll help these parents stay in the black while bringing up babies. I have been solving money problems for over 20 years, tackling everything from high finance to low income. I help people understand money and debt and how to balance it all with the priorities of parenting. Lisa and Sean have 3 kids and want to add 1 more. While they're struggling to make ends meet, Lisa compensates by spoiling her kids with stuff. Unless they can get their spending and debt under control, this family's financial future is at risk. Gail Vaz-Oxlade.
Lisa.
Sean,
Nice to meet you, Sean. If you don't mind, the first thing I'd like to do is just drop my bag and have a quick look around. How long have you been in this house now?
A little over 2 years.
And you rent, right?
yes,
We do.
Yeah. You have a lot of toys, and these aren't the only toys. Whose bright idea was this television set?
That was my idea.
And a $700 gaming unit, is that correct?
Somewhat, yes.
Look at all the baby stuff! You have 3 boys. How come your 3rd child has brand new clothes? Wow, what a nice room! And another television set. And DVDs. Oh my Lord. Look at all the toys. Oh my goodness! What a lot of toys! And a computer. And 2 television sets.
And one big brother, one little brother.
A big brother and a little brother, yes.
Oh, she's gonna ask the kids.
Do you sometimes think you have too many toys to play with all at once?
Yeah, sometimes I don't know what kind of toys I want to play with.
Oh no.
You're feeling a lot of pressure right now.
Yes,
So 3 kids, 6 and under. Caden wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning,
usually.
and Ben won't go to sleep till 10 o'clock at night.
Usually, yeah.
So you're exhausted.
Most of the time, yeah.
You don't sleep at all.
Sleep some.
And you want to have another baby? Are you insane? I feel like you're setting the family up to always be struggling. Because what you want costs $250,000. Do you know that's what it costs to raise a child?
I'm probably a little insane. If I had the opportunities and I was able, I'd do it tomorrow.
And your way of showing Liam he's part of the family is by buying him stuff. That was something you said. If you overcompensate with stuff, which you are doing,
Yes, I am.
you are going to end up with one rotten, spoiled child, and you will have created the gap between the boys.
I did notice Lisa getting teary-eyed over what Gail was saying about Liam. You know, to be honest, some things I think Lisa needed to hear.
So the next thing that I want to do is I want to actually show you the hard numbers so that you can see where the money has been going. Because when I chop you off at the knees, you should know why you're losing your legs. You have $22,000 worth of debt. You owe on your transport, taxes, telephone services.
Well, it's actually no longer with the telephone company.
Okay.
We found out it went to collections.
Who has the laptop?
We both do
What do you use it for?
Personal.
personal.
Oh, okay. So you financed something at 29% for play.
I guess we did, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see that you will pay $13,000 in just interest? And that's the thing with having back-to-back maternity leaves. It's the debt repayment that immediately gets shelved. The thing that I noticed here is that you haven't really accepted the fact that when you have babies, your wants come second to the baby's needs.
I did disagree with that completely. If there's something I always put first, it's my kids.
Lisa says she puts her kids first as a way to justify her spending. And when it comes to shopping, she's a pro. You went shopping on the 3rd and 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 the 4th and the 5th and 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 20, 20, 21, 21, 21. And we haven't even got to the 22nd yet.
April was a bad month. That
You have 92 transactions.
yeah.
Because you've been on mat leave and your income has been reduced, your life category, which should only be about 25% of your total income, is up to 61%. You are a nanosecond away from a catastrophe. If one or the other of you got hurt, the whole family would sink like a rock. Because right now you're overspending by $1,600 every month. If you do nothing, if you change your behavior not one whit, in 5 years you will owe $188,000 and change. You'll have no equity, you'll have no savings, you'll have nothing put aside for the kids for the future.
That was catastrophic.
So are you willing to do anything I ask you to do in the next few weeks?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
So, going to give you a series of challenges to do. You do the challenges to my satisfaction. I'm going to give you $5,000 to help deal with this debt. It'll go a long way. If you don't do the challenges, you don't have the right attitude, you don't get the money. Over the next few weeks, we're going to make a plan to get this family stable. And we're going to show you that you can have the life you want. But first, you have to figure out what's really important to you. You have to learn to prioritize.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to go get your debit cards and your credit cards because they are gone. You're not going to have all the money you used to have. Coming up, will Sean and Lisa survive my first challenge?
I don't know what I'm doing, so you don't
You do know. You're arguing with me, so you must know what point you're trying to make.
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
Lisa and Sean have the baby blues.
Most of my friends, they're just finishing up school. It's very hard for us to relate.
They're barely coping with the bills while raising 3 kids under the age of 6.
We didn't expect it to be this difficult.
But they haven't cut their spending to match their reduced income.
I have 5 tattoos. I got one recently on my back. I wanted to get that last thing in before Gail takes away everything.
We used to go out once or twice a week for lunch. That was Lisa and I's time to get out of the house.
And they want to add another to the bruise. But unless they rein it in, this family's headed for a financial meltdown.
Do I ever say no to you?
Do I ever ask you first?
I'm here to show these young pups that popping out babies means you have to grow up to be financially responsible parents. For the next month, these parents will learn to live on a strict cash budget. No more credit cards. They'll complete weekly challenges to tackle their money and relationship issues. And if they're willing to change, I'll reward them with thousands of dollars to pay down their debt. No changes, no money. And here's the part where you get to give me your credit cards and your debit cards. Hand them over. I am going to cut your variable spending by 58%.
Okay.
Instead of the $3,700 about you were spending before, you're going to have $1,560 a month.
Yeah, cutting our expenses by 58% is huge. It's a whole different lifestyle change.
You're going to have $187.50 for food. That's a week. $112.50 for transportation. $25 a week for entertainment. Guess what's in clothing and gifts?
Okay.
Other, this is things like drugs and pet food, $5.
Okay.
And finally, $60 a week for baby supplies.
I'm just curious because Liam has a birthday party.
You're doing it for entertainment.
Okay.
It's Liam's entertainment and not yours.
Which is fine.
That's fine.
That's more important to me.
When you live on cash, you have to write it down. Please write it down. And your first challenge is your baby steps challenge. You have to do a debt repayment plan.
Okay.
That's all there is. Not that hard. Although with a house full of babies and a guy working his buns off, I expect that will be enough for this week. Lisa and Sean dove right into living on the jars. But their debt is standing between them and the life they want to give their kids. So their first challenge is to figure out how to get that debt paid off in 2 years or less.
I'm not good with math. I'm not good with numbers. I'm not good with calculations.
We should go back into this debt calculator and do it for 5 months.
That doesn't even make sense, though. I don't know why you're saying to do
try.
it for 5 months.
She wants it paid off in 6 months, so you're gonna have it paid off in 7 months. Do you understand what I'm saying? Definitely the hardest part is just the her versus I and what we want to do with the money and how fast I think we want to do it.
The hardest part is him not being on the couch watching TV and me being the one here having full control.
When making a debt repayment plan, start by listing your debts and the interest rates. Figure out the monthly interest cost. Then divide the amount you owe by the amount of time, in this case, 24 months. Add in the monthly interest cost, and you've got your new monthly payment.
So we're going to be paying $425 on the taxes and the computer payment. Once that's gone in 6 months, we put that down on the credit cards, and those credit cards are paid off in less than 2 years. To know when we could have this paid off and my kids could have a backyard. And I didn't think our budget could permit it, but it totally does.
Hard living on a budget?
It honestly has been completely fine. It's almost relaxing knowing how much is there.
Because you're in control.
And that's exactly it, yeah.
And how's the debt repayment plan go?
We have everything paid off within 18 months.
Wow.
And it's 100% manageable.
I got a bonus at work, so we paid the highway toll
Wow.
and we paid the computer loan #1.
So you took my advice seriously.
Yeah.
Now you wanted to show me these.
Yeah, these are just our calendars to show what
This
money.
is a really good idea.
Yeah, it was Sean's idea.
I recommend people do this.
We have lots of coming in and coming out financially, so it's good to see everything on paper. And I like the whole jars idea. It is a lot easier.
The stress is gone.
Which brings us to your next challenge. When you're living on a tight budget, cooking at home is one of the best ways to save money.
Oh, yeah.
And you're about to make a budget that's tighter than a nun's knees. Coming up. Are you all ready for this?
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
After back-to-back maternity leaves, Lisa and Sean's finances are out of control. At the expense of making new friends, Lisa has made the kids the center of her life.
I can't bear the thought of leaving my kids at home.
She spoils the kids with stuff, even though she knows she can't afford it, and waking them up to the reality of their budget. You ate out 25 times in this month.
Because with him working so much, we don't see each other very often.
But you can't afford it. But now, they're living by my rules, which means no more eating out. Lisa and Sean have $33 in their food jar left over from week 1. So instead of topping it up, they decided to see if they could make it stretch.
You just need a couple of things. It's amazing how much money you don't spend when you go into a grocery store and you only bring $20 cash or $40 cash because you know you only have that. You're not being sidetracked. You go in, you get what you want, and then you're out.
Your total is $22.39.
We did learn that we can branch ourselves out from our usual stores.
Look for the sales, things like that. We kicked that.
We did good.
Last week, they figured out their debt repayment. Now Lisa and Sean have to balance their budget.
We scaled the jars back to, instead of $1,560 a month, to $1,440 a month.
Does that number include the debt repayment plan we figured out?
That includes $774 put towards debt.
We also want to put Liam in sports. That may or may not be cheap.
That won't be till next summer, though.
Most summer sports, the registration is January or February.
Using a pre-formatted budget template can help you because it may contain categories you would have forgotten about. Allotting a specific amount on kids makes it easier to control the spending on activities.
When you think about it, you're only guaranteed 2 overtime shifts. You could get 7 a month.
I think 2 is a good number because I also don't want to live at work. To have everything down in front of you and know that this is like living within your means. I'm really proud of the way that Lisa and I have been handling this.
I want out of the mess that we've put ourselves in, and I didn't think we were gonna get out. And we totally can. This is so doable, and we still have some left over.
Did you have a good week?
We did. We had a really good week.
I think you did a really good job on the budget.
We were a little bit shocked just to see what was left and that we could actually save, as well as sticking to the debt repayment plans.
You have no money in for clothes. How long is that sustainable?
I have a basement full of at least 20
Excellent.
Tupperwares full of clothes for the kids.
I see you put $15 in under sports. I assume that that's for Liam.
We just thought a little bit a month would help us for next year. And
Planned spending.
Yeah.
You know, you have it accumulating over time, then there's no surprise when the bill comes in.
Exactly, yeah.
I think you did a really good job on this. So now we come to your next challenge. You have gone out and bought things that you couldn't afford to pay for. So now you have to experience what it's like to not have the things. I want Liam to hear it from me so you don't become the bad guy. Do you know what I'm going to do?
But
I'm going to give you the opportunity to play way more. I'm taking the TVs away for a whole week. But Mummy's going to have a tough enough time as it is. So you can't give her any flack, okay?
yes.
Okay. So will you take care of those babies with Mummy?
Yes.
And be happy?
Yes.
And look for ways to play?
Yeah.
And not whine about the television set?
Yes.
Promise? Okay. Mr. Mover! Coming up, temper tantrums when I take the toys away. Really, I'm sorry it's so hard.
I'm pissed. Yeah, I'm pissed.
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
More kids means less money for Lisa and Sean, but that didn't stop their spending.
pretty much everything in these aisles you already have.
No, I don't have this.
Lisa's a lonely mum who uses shopping and television to fill the void. Have you not been able to meet any people, other mums?
I'm not the open type.
Because you're shy.
I am, yeah.
I forced them to create a budget and a debt repayment plan and challenged them to stop eating out and save money at the grocery store. If they complete my challenges with the right attitude, they'll have $5,000 to put toward their debt. There are 4 TVs in this house, 2 of which aren't paid for. For their last challenge, I've taken away their televisions, and it's proving to be harder on the parents than on the children. Can't believe you're this upset.
I'm
It's a
upset because
week.
he works all week, and I spend the time by myself as it is.
I was kind of pissed because what the hell are we gonna do with the kids?
While the TV's gone, they're meeting up with a parenting expert who shows them how to manage responsibilities at home while connecting with other parents.
When I first met Sean and Lisa, I wasn't sure how receptive they'd be to some of the tips that I was going to give them. The thing about eating at home is it is actually a calmer environment for the kids.
Being with another mom who has lots of kids, it was awesome. But yeah, I did walk in with a little bit of a skeptical mind, but within a couple minutes of meeting her, it was gone.
Lisa seems to have isolated herself a little bit from some friends, so I really recommend to young moms to get to some great online resources. It's not going to cost you a lot of money, and what you might do is if you meet someone else who's got a 6-year-old, you can do some exchanging on play dates.
How cool would it be that you could get up at 4 in the morning and you're pissed off because the
Yeah,
kids
that
got you
was-
up, and there's a message from somebody who's up at 4 o'clock in the morning too with their kids.
I'm super glad that this happened.
Lisa and Sean survived the rest of the week, TV-free.
I used to love drawing, so I got out a sketchbook and started to draw with them.
Want to watch The Bachelorette?
Liam's been funny though. He'll go sit on the couch and he'll pretend to watch TV. It's not the end of the world. I wish I hadn't reacted the way that I did.
So how was it without the television?
Challenging.
It was challenging, I'm not gonna lie.
But there were some upsides as well, right? Didn't you get back in touch with your inner artist?
I enjoyed more spending time with everybody else.
What was the biggest lesson you'd say you learned over the last few weeks?
That from a financial standpoint, it's not as impossible as I thought it was. To know we're going to be debt-free in 18 months.
Amazing what happens when you make a plan.
It's like a huge relief. Like I'm so young and I still have so much ahead of me.
So when I got here, you were overspending by about $1,600 a month and headed to over $188,000 in debt. No future, nothing, okay? But you fixed that. Made yourself a budget, made yourself a debt repayment plan. Both of them are balancing so that now you and your whole family are more stable and you actually can look forward to a very safe future.
It's a huge, huge, huge relief. I don't even know. I can't express it. It's awesome.
So how do you think you did? On a scale of 1 to 5, how do you think you did?
6.
You know what? If I could give you a 6, I'd give you a 6, but I can't give you a 6. I can give you a 5.
Yes.
You can do a bunch of things with this money. If one of the things that you do is put it into an educational savings plan for the kids, and you keep making the contribution you're currently planning in your budget, $150 a month, by the time the kids are ready to go off to university, you'll have about $32,000 in the account.
That's amazing.
It's good.
That'll go a
That's a
long way.
huge
Yes.
relief. I can't thank her enough. She's completely put our family where we should be, and she's helped us give our boys a better future.
I'm also giving you 16 hours of babysitting.
That's the best news I could hear. I'll get the $5,000. Give me this.
It's been a life-changing experience. I don't even know where to start. It's been amazing.
We are beyond appreciative of it, of her on the show. Thank you.
3 months later, Lisa and Sean are ahead of schedule with their debt repayment. And the family moved to a more affordable home that's closer to Sean's work.
money, money, money.